Hello and welcome back. The last time we talked about the ERD models, and actually the ERD models, as we have said before, are like the flowcharts for the databases that we will use in the Microsoft Access. So actually this is our first Microsoft Access tutorials, and to open the Microsoft Access we will just click on the Start menu, click All Programs, open the Microsoft Office, and then click on the Microsoft Access 2007. So here we have the interface of the Microsoft Access, which opens when we click on the program, and what we have to do is to click on the blank database icon here, just one click, to let this figure appears with the computer, with the flash here, according to show that it's a new database. And here we type the file name, for example tutorial 1, and browse to select the place, and it will be the desktop. We will store our tutorial database, and we click on the button of create. So now the Microsoft Access has created our database, and this is how it looks inside the Microsoft Access. So today we'll talk about the interface. We have here several tabs. The first is the Home tab, which contains the views of the database, here the datasheet view and the design view. And here, to show the database in the design view, we must first save our first table. Okay, we'll leave it table 1 and click on the button OK. So this is the design table, design view. So we return to the datasheet view. This is for the customization for the fonts, and the second tab is create, and this create tab contains a very important objects here that we will deal with a lot. This is for creating a table, creating a form, a report, and query. All this we will deal with a lot in our tutorials. The third tab is called the external data, and actually it's obvious from the name that we can obtain or import external data inside our databases, so that we can keep access files, other access files, Excel, and other programs, and so on. The fourth tab is called the database tools, and also this is very important because here we have the relationships that we talked about, one-to-one and one-to-many, many-to-many, as we mentioned in the ERD models. These are the relationships that we will create between the tables. And here we have the Visual Basic for writing programming language scripts in the database in order to execute it as a program, for example. And at last, here we have the datasheet tab, and this datasheet tab is only obvious if we are selecting a table, because these are table tools, as it's obvious from here. And this datasheet tab has customization options for the datasheet, as adding a new field, adding an existing field from another table, and of course we don't have any other tables yet. And also we have here the views for this table. We have the relationships. So this tab combines all the options for the datasheets in one tab, instead of clicking on other tabs and moving on, just collecting them in one tab. So this was our first tutorial, knowing the interface of the Microsoft Access. The next time we will deal with the tables. We'll know how to insert the data inside the tables, how to create a new table, and making relationships between tables. And until then, I thank you for watching and see you next time.